on and welcome home. Wow, I haven't said that in a while. Okay, so I know what you're thinking. Holy crap, Lav, you didn't die? Boo! I know. You may be wondering why I was gone for so long, and the answer is mainly because this huge project took forever to do. Yes, the title and thumbnail isn't clickbait. I literally redesigned the whole Ponytown map for Breezy Town. Let me get into the backstory of how this came to be. On the 8th of June, Alice from the Ponytown team messaged me on Discord. She asked if I wanted to redesign their custom server called Breezy Town, as the map is the same as on Ponytown, and they wanted something unique for it. I was obviously beyond excited and honored, so I agreed. Since I hadn't graduated yet and had a few things I had to do, I said I would be able to start around mid-July. Little did I know how overwhelming this project would be. I don't think you guys realize how massive the map is. Like, where are you even supposed to start? I got really anxious about it and started to overthink everything like one does. Do you realize the pressure of wanting to impress the devs of the game that you have based most of your current life around? I really did want to do this though, because when else is a Ponytown dev going to offer me something like this again? Plus, it sounded fun. Imagine all of the possibilities, complete freedom to do whatever I want on this massive map. This project took so long, and I cannot express the guilt I feel. Like, I've had at least 2 stress dreams about this. There were several times I would sit at my PC and stare at the monitor, unable to move my body to do anything productive. I can't explain how horrible I feel for only starting this around autumn break. I know it was immature and disrespectful of me to keep pushing it back to the point of not being able to decline the offer anymore, or it would be rude. It got to the point where my mom was like, "Hey, Lav, no new videos lately, huh? What's up with that? Also no more YouTube money?" And I would be like, "No mom, that's not how YouTube works, and by the way, your child is fighting inner demons, those being a teenager and several undiagnosed mental illnesses." I don't know how to put my thoughts into words, but I want to thank the Ponytown team for everything. I know I should have rejected the offer at first. I reacted impulsively and didn't stop to think if this was something I could actually manage. It sounded so fun, and it was a cool once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, but I should have not done this. I appreciate the patience and understanding from the team. Thank you to Alice, who reassured me that it is okay to put the project aside for a bit. Thank you for letting me experience this learning process, because really, I am just a stupid 16-year-old child. It was hard, but I'm glad I got to do this and learn from my mistakes. I feel like I'm in a My Little Pony episode. Dear Princess Select. Anyways, on to the more interesting part. Since I know most of you will never get to make a map like this, look at these silly features. You can turn off the grass textures, turn off shadows, and turn off all of the lights. I just think that's so funny and thought you might want to see that. This is how deleting every single thing looks like. I don't have any footage of me building the island itself. The reason is because it was a really messy process, and I don't think anyone would really want to see that anyway. I do, however, have quite a few images of early concepts. You can have a look at those. I actually didn't do this map myself. I got a lot of help from my friend Cora, or Coral Charm as you might know her. I am so incredibly grateful for them because I genuinely would not have finished this project without her. She helped me figure out a shape and overall idea for the map, as I had no idea where to start. She did the mountain shape as well, because honestly I just didn't feel like doing those, and Cora literally spent around 8 hours on those alone, so you cannot blame me. She also did a majority of the marketplace. I honestly can't blame anyone from the Ponytown team for not wanting to do this themselves, cause girl, this was not easy at all. It was time consuming. I mean, I spent around over a full 24 hours on this alone, not to mention the countless hours Cora did too. Cora also made the sprites for the new items. I really love them, and they make for a wonderful addition to the server. I'll get more into the custom sprites a bit later. Once again, thank you so much to her for helping me do this. It means the world to me. I want to talk about the buildings. I wish I could say they were the easiest part, as I have a lot of experience with interior design and building buildings in general, but man, I had to go through a lot of trial and error. At some point, I redid the school because I didn't like it that much. You may notice I didn't add the bakery or mines to this server. I have a very good reason for that. As you know, Breezy Town is quite a small custom server, and it usually averages around 50 to 100 players. That is not a lot, and most of the time the map looks dead. Since so little people are on anyways, it makes no sense to hide many of them in a bakery or something. The place feels much livelier when you can see people outside. I added many buildings to this new Breezy Town map as I wanted to create a meaning and a reason to want to play on this server rather than Ponytown. Because let's be real, is there actually a reason to play on this server since both do the same thing? Yeah, that's why I added some bakeries, houses, a school, and many fun areas for some great roleplays. I also tried implementing some lore elements to the map. I think what made the process of making the map way more enjoyable for me was just the fact that I could make up all sorts of stories and scenarios that could have happened here. I loved adding a few Easter eggs or references to things that most people would probably not recognize, but it made me happy. I hope some people can find use of this server and play on it from time to time. That would be the best compliment I could receive. Since you've made it this far into the video, I recommend you go check out the server yourself. I'll leave the link in the description, or you can find it the same way as you would find Ponytown, by searching it in your browser. Also, please let me know what you think of the new updated Breezy Town map in the comments. I spent so much time on this and would truly appreciate it. When I was presented the ability to make a full-on map, one of my first questions was if I would be able to add some custom sprites. You know damn well I was going to add lavenders, because how could I not? You know, at this point I can't see why the Ponytown team can't add lavenders to the main game. I will literally let them use these same sprites. They make for a great addition to the game, and I love their size. I know at first they may seem sort of disproportionate, but if you compare it to any of the other flowers, it makes sense, because let's be real, what flower is the size of a horse's foot? They are so pretty, and I love how Cora was able to make them for me. You can even pick them up. When you click on the flower, you grab one and a lavender disappears from the group. This has been one of my dreams for the longest time, and it's just great to finally be able to interact with such a special and gorgeous flower. I was a bit bummed when I saw that they had been used for events already. Kind of ruined the surprise and newness of the addition of my flower, but it's fine, I guess. It made me so sad to not be able to tell people the story behind them and that they got added because of my wish. The bridges add to the charm of this place. I just thought they were a neat little idea. You can't go inside the lighthouse, but it's just a really nice thing to look at and serves its purpose. I think Cora did an amazing job at making this. She is so talented. We also added some tiny lavender and Cora plushies as a little Easter egg. We deserve it for all the work we put in. We made this whole map together. There are 5 of these pairs in total around the map. Feel free to try to find them all as a little quest. I think that's mostly all I wanted to share in this video. I personally feel proud, and I'm happy for not giving up and trying my best to finish this. I think the map has a lavender charm to it, and I think that's great. You can really tell this was made by me. Look, I know you've heard me say thank you like a bazillion times already in this boring video, but I feel like I have to mention this. I've been struggling a lot with my mental health, and it's been really hard to just get out of bed every day. Even with my long 6-month absence, I received many comments asking when or if I will return. I got so much fan art, and I hope I will get to add every single piece in this ending segment. People sending me their builds and cosplays and interacting in my server despite me not being present that often. One of my biggest fears as a YouTuber was being forgotten. I'd often stress over not being able to get a video out in under 7 days because I would think people would slowly start to leave and I would become irrelevant. And to have so many people wait for me and still think of me and do so much wonderful stuff. I cannot express how much it means to me. Thank you so much. Thank you for being a little part of why I decide to get out of bed each day. Thank you so much for watching. I can't wait for you to join me in this new chapter. See you soon!